Okay, I've made about 60 of these masks, and I've been asked to show how to do it. It's pretty simple. It's 2 squares of material. Your best bet is cotton. That's very closely woven. The squares are about 8 inches by 8.5 inches. And you also need 2 pieces of elastic that are 7 inches long. So what you do is, it doesn't matter what colors they are, whatever you have on hand. You could use old sheets. It is best to use a sewing machine. It goes faster, but you can hand sew them. Pin the 2 pieces of material together, right sides together. And then when you get to a corner, you're going to have to leave a gap so you can turn it about 2 to 2.5 inches. Pin your one end of your elastic to one corner. And continue down around the square. I don't pin the other end of the elastic because I find if it's pinned in place, I might stitch over it and then it's stitched to the seam, and then you don't have the elastic to hook over your ears. When you get to this opposite corner, put the other piece of elastic there, pin it in place. Go up the other side. And then you're done pinning. So as I said, leave a 2 to 2.5 inch gap so you can turn it. And then stitch around the edges. I like to pull the pins out in between. That way you don't forget them when you turn it. Now before you finish this side, you need to reach in between and fish out the other end of that elastic so you can stitch it down in the corner. When you turn this, you'll have a loop of elastic to put behind your ears. This is the bottom, so you just stitch right across. Come to the second piece of elastic, stitch that down. Find the other end. You've got just the rest of the top. Okay, now they've all been, the elastics are stitched in, and it's time to turn it so that it's right side out. You can use the dull end of a pencil to poke out your corners. Now I make it this big so I can put pleats in it. You can have a flat mask, but our faces are not flat. We have noses and chins. So if you put pleats in it, very simple pleats, then there's room for your nose and your chin. So if you're going to put a filter in, this is where you would put it in that hole in the top where you made the turn. But I don't do the filters. So just do 3 simple pleats. You try to make them equal, but I pin the pleats down. And then once you've got them all pinned into place, you're going to stitch right around, and that reinforces the seams. Trying desperately not to put the pin through your fingers, which I have done repeatedly, and it hurts. Okay, So there's 3 pleats. That makes it just about the right size for your average adult face. You can make them a little bit smaller if you're making them for children. So when I do the sew over the pleats, I like to pull the pins out because I've bent pins. It's a little thick. Side. And then I'm going to stitch closed the opening that we used to turn. And that's it. And then you just trim the threads and you're done.